Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. We are back with Angry Dynomites Labs Craft World. So this is Craft World, and we can see here is sort of this very sort of factory-based resource system. So producing these resources, feeding into little factories that are producing more resources that eventually allow me to unlock progressively complicated recipes. So for this earth one here, I think I'm making copper, I think it's silver here. Need to get to level 68 to unlock making bolts. For fire, here's some sort of fire drum here. I'm making fuel here. In the that's the water, the sort of water arm of the water side of the factories, whatever the phrase is. Here on the fire side, we are making glass, I think, at the end there. I don't know what that one is. Looks like it could be gold. This one is a bit more sort of complicated. It's not a sort of element. So here we're making bottles. Here we're making stone. Here we're making concrete. Here we're making toxic sludge, I think. And there's a whole bunch of stuff here that I've really only just started on. This is steam. So it's just an idle game. We're letting these things go and playing on browser. It's going to come out on mobile as well. As you can see, it's sort of set up on mobile. So this is sort of the underlying. This is sort of the idle gameplay, but that wouldn't be very interesting if it didn't have any more sort of layers, meta layers on top. One of them is here. I can do. If there's elements I don't want, so this is the starting element, this sort of earth. I'm making too much of that, so I can get rid of that, swap that for this gold. This gold is the sort of underlying sort of native element, we would say, native sort of currency. So we swap everything in and out of that. So when it goes live on a blockchain, these will all be blockchain currencies. But here I've got 64,000 gold, so I could go and buy some. What would I need? Algae. So I could go and spend 15,000 of my gold that I've basically collected by selling things I don't want, and I could go and buy 45 algae, and that will just do that. And we can see here, if you just want to do the trading side of things, we can sort of get some idea of sort of what you might want to do. So this is all driven by what players are doing. So players are generally selling earth. So earth is always good to buy because the price is always going down, but no one really needs earth. Maybe at the start you might do, but everyone else is, you can see, is buying some of these high level items up here. So algae was good to buy. I was selling it. So, but these other ones are good to sell. So this is all driven by the economy. We can see all my exchange history here. So even this, you might say, is not terribly interesting, and I might agree with you. So there is this new thing here. There are these new elements here where there are sort of other meta things. So there's a workshop here. I can get points to become more efficient in things, and this one here. So this is the most important bit. This is what we're looking at today. This is what's new. So here we can see some of the other players. So there's I don't know how many people are playing this, a few hundred I guess at the moment. It's in sort of early testing, and we can see here a visualization of, so here is the top 10 or the top 9 and me players in the space, and we can see these are their sort of wallets on their names, wallets I suppose, and here's the rocket that we're all making, and it's 68% complete. Maybe I can go and help and increase that, so we can see the top contributors, and we can see that I've contributed a little bit of stuff as well, but I can contribute some more. So what does it need? It needs some water, it needs some mud, it needs some clay, I think, and needs some stone. I don't have any stone. I could maybe I don't maybe want to do all of them because I might need them for something. So maybe you could do 100 of that. Maybe you could do let's think. 300, and water I've hardly got any, so let's give those out. So I'm going to earn 28,500 crowns. I'm going to get some XP as well, so XP is what drives my level. You can see at the top here I'm level 47, but I need to continue to do XP type generating stuff to get there. So now you can see, I can't remember what I was, 160 something or whatever, but now I'm 108. So it's updated my position on the leaderboard, and you can just see, I mean, these are just graphical things. You just see all my little items have just gone down the conveyor belt into the rocket. Hasn't really made a big dent into the rocket. Still 68% needs to be done. So yeah, it's sort of quite a long way off on those. Actually, need 1 million of those to do that. But why would I be doing this? Well, here. So here we can see there's a treasure chest. This is claimable once the rocket is complete. And we can see here, if the rocket was complete now, I would be able to claim all of these items. So the more I give now in these sort of high-end items, the high-end resources, the more I'm going to collect. So these are the sort of the base resources. So earth, water, and fire. So that's the sort of reward structure. So you can see it all kind of links together. Do that, see if that's going to help me get any further. 15,000. There we are, in the top 100 now. Very exciting. And we can see all my clay go zooming into the rocket. It still hasn't moved this very much, but there we go. So you know, as this sort of game works, you know, it is not a game clearly where you are running around shooting stuff or driving or doing any twitchy type stuff. This is a resource-based game. It is a, you know, factory-based sort of simulation. We've seen a few of these sort of things before. This one, you know, the setup is fixed. So at least in this version of the game, I'm not choosing what to do. This is a sort of a fixed tech tree that I am unlocking as I level up as I gain more XP. So I'm unlocking these things as I get to these points. There's nothing different in my world than would be different in anyone else's world, apart from maybe, you know, exactly what levels these factories are at. I've leveled some of them up and some of them not. But everyone's game point of view is exactly the same, but the shared element is basically the resources you've got, the gold you've got, how you're trading these things, and sort of the resources, the sort of goals you want to make. So clearly one goal will be to make these masterpieces. In this case, we're just getting some rewards. We could be generating NFTs. It could be a whole bunch of stuff we're doing here when the game actually goes live. But that is what we've got going on with Craft World. So currently you can play it. It's sort of free to play, running on a testnet. Going to go live in the summer of 2024. Not quite sure what blockchain it's going to go on. There are some NFTs of these little dino characters. So there's Earth, and there's fire and water NFTs that are out there already, trading on the marketplaces. They do integrate into this game because they do sort of give you some extra rewards, but pretty lightweight at the moment. But yeah, really enjoying it, really enjoying seeing how it is progressing, and I shall keep doing some videos. So if you like it, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.